Weiter geht's mit Project Wingman. Projektus Wingmanus.
This is Dr. Scott Domblowskis transmitting from the University of Presidia with an update on the geothermal activity that has wrecked our nation. As we've learned, the Ring of Fire as a whole has erupted in varying degrees of disaster throughout, so we Cascadians alone are not bearing the sole brunt of this reprise of the calamity. That being said, as we are at the epicenter, we have had the worst of it. That time is over now. Cordium reactivity is down to normal ambient levels in all but the most concentrated areas, and so we can expect the cessation of geothermal storms and tectonic disturbances. I advise high caution to any who would dare move from shelter or travel in affected areas, but for the most part, the natural dangers that remain will be a great deal less of an issue compared to the destructive effects from the loss of infrastructure and ongoing wildfires. However, rest assured, it's not going to get any worse.
Well, that's the word from the professor himself. Hitman, the damage this disaster did on us is not to be understated, especially on our Air Force. We're not the only ones operating out of a highway right now, and we're lucky. You're not even a full squadron. That being said, you're the most combat capable right now, and in order to rectify that, we're returning to Prospero. With as big as it is, even while damaged, it'll still serve as the best operating base for the final operations.
We've been able to get in contact with surviving scouts in order to scope out Prospero, and as far as we can tell, it is now abandoned ever since this calamity took hold. With residual effects subsiding, now is the time to pick up where we left off. Hitman team, move into the airspace above Prospero and maintain air superiority as we move manpower and equipment in. Initial recon denotes that there is nothing in the way of any Federation ground forces in the surrounding areas or on site, so the biggest threat will come from the air. Equip your planes appropriately, wheels up in the hour.
Alrighty denn, also mehr Luftabwehr. Da links stand's ja, obwohl man angezeigt hat, dass da eigentlich irgendwie... Blablabla. Egal. Prospero Maximussus. Chimera. La 3. Mlack. Tauschkörper. Ja, los geht's. Hitman 1, Monarch. Ach du Scheiße, guck mal, wie das hier aussieht. Oh Gott.
Hitman team, we've got some Fed-tagged IFFs around. Patrol forces most likely. Take them out before they collect too much intel about what we're doing.
Easy enough. Let's go break even, Monarch.
Watch them fly.
Oh, da war ein Wolkenkratzer. Ach du Scheiße.
Enemies locking on. Break. Fox 2.
Wo ist der Hubschrauber hin? Na, da ist er.
Missile away, missile away.
Wo wollen die eigentlich hin? Alter, der Vulkan. Oh ja, das... Die Rakete kam gut, ey. Ja, Alter, wie viele Leute hier verreckt sind. Unfassbar, guck mal.
We've got leakers. Aircraft type unknown. Pushing from bearing 000. Hitman team, intercept. Ah, hell. Unsurprising. They always return to the scene of the crime. Tally-ho on 3 bandits.
Crimson.
Has to be him. Of course it is. No seconds, Crimson. Hitman team, engage. I have units in the area aren't in a position to help you out. I'm sorry.
Alter, wie viele?
Crimson Squadron, engage. Avenge this land. Enemy penetrating the count line. Enemies on the scene.
Boah. Shit.
Enemy penetrating the count line. Monarch, pop countermeasures and evade. She could be protected. And wounds like you have to be fed. Do you see the problem here? The sheepdogs.
Sheepdogs heard the sheep destroy, you asshole!
Stacked up.
Ich kann nur noch auf Vollspeed fliegen.
Monarch, you've got a good lock. Come back here. You made this personal.
Monarch, hurry up and shoot this guy down!
PC is failure. I've got a lock. Monarch, Fox, Don't take care of this one. Missile is on the way.
Alter.
Should have killed you when I had the chance. Missile is on the way.
Oh, die haben alle so viel Lebensenergie hier.
If I had killed you in Yellowstone, this war would have been over by now. It was a mistake. I intend to correct that. Fox 2. You know, they used to call me obsessed. Now, they call me their solution. At the end of the day, you're just a
Ich kann nicht meine tollen Raketen die ganze Zeit missbrauchen. Dann lieber die kleinen.
Fox 2. Monarch ready to fire. Missile on the way. You've taken too much. You lose everything in turn.
Alter. Hätte ich doch bloß die Ortungsraketen mitgenommen. Ich dachte, die sind Geschichte, die Typen. Oh, schön. Oh Mann, Diplomat ist voll am...
Tips radio transceiver is off.
Ja, viel Lebensenergie habe ich nicht mehr. Ja, no shit. Das war ein guter Lock. Meine Güte, 3 Raketen. Ist immer noch alle am Leben, aber alle da haben schon ein bisschen mehr Leben verloren auch. Blöden Penner. Ich schieße halt manchmal auch total sinnlos. Jetzt schon wieder. Sehr schön. Ah, scheiße. Ja, ich flieg zu langsam. Eigentlich muss ich mal warten, bis die stehen bleiben und versuchen zu wenden. Sehr schön. Ja! Ja, schön. Sehr schön. Ups. Ich will jetzt nicht sterben. Ich will das nicht nochmal fliegen. Ich brauche längere Reichweite für meine wunderschönen Kanönchen. Oh, nicht ein Vulkan. Oh Gott. Ah, die sind fast alle down.
Search and destroy. Fox 2, Fox 2. Enemy's getting radar lock. Going defensive.
Noch einer.
I've got a look.
Oh. Psychopath. Endlich.
Crimson team is off the radar. Confirm aircraft destruction. We saw it blow up from here. He's down. God, real waste of a pilot. We good on the long range? Any more surprises? It's quiet across the board. You're clear to keep moving into Prospero. Alright, good. Hitman team, RTB. We'll see if we can call someone else to cover us for now. Good. I just need to lay down somewhere.
Hang in there, bud. Not much longer now. Not much longer.
Ja, Nervenzusammenbruch, hä? Puh, meine Güte. Mein Gott, Walter.
We finally moved into Prospero, and the thermal activity within hotspots in Cascadia is subsiding. By not letting up the pressure, and by taking our land back even during Cascadia's darkest hours, we have now taken back the initiative, the offensive, and soon enough, our country. Federation forces throughout the country are retreating off coast or congregating in Presidia. This means that they'll have their final stand on this continent in our capital city. Hitman team, stand by.
Okay.
The time is nearly upon us. Presidia is on the horizon, and the Federation is cornered like a rat in Cascadia. This is their final beast, and they are desperately trying to keep it fed.
The Independence Force is preparing for one last naval engagement before the siege of Presidia begins. For months, ever since the lockdown on aerial cargo and commerce, the Federation military in the region has used Presidian ports to assist its supply train. This only increased when Prospero was lost and the geothermal fractures were reignited.
Oh.
Our fleet, along with eminent domain, has tried its best to plug all the holes in our own blockade. However, the Federation has brute forced their way into having a line. The naval convoy is the Federation's only lifeline left. Once it is severed, we can choke out the considerable defenses of Presidia. However, there is also another objective to this. In Presidia's main naval harbor is the Federation's first naval battle group. Its concentration within the harbor currently represents the strongest component of Presidia's defenses. Ever since the war started, they have not moved from their position in order to reinforce the city. We intend to change that. By taking out these vital convoys, we anticipate that this fleet will have to respond in order to keep Presidia from being trapped. Independence Force naval elements not already predisposed are being rerouted to just outside of Presidian waters to throw themselves upon the naval blockade. Its destruction, the immediate replacement with our own blockade, and then the removal of the Federation's own naval force is paramount in winning this war. Support our naval forces in sinking the Federation Navy. Victory here means we save a lot of lives when the final push comes.
Okay. Ja, wir machen das in die Mission noch. So, was soll's. Wir machen Anti-Schiffsraketen. Okay. Explosion. Oh, das ist nochmal da. Ne, wir haben aber das Bessere. Ne, warte mal. Alter. Das ist das Ding von den anderen, ne? Reaktionsrate 2,6. Speed ist mehr. Rollachse ist nicht so hoch. Nickachse ist höher. Und Gearachse ist höher. Für 234.000 Credits. Wir haben 64. Hat SAA Aber wir haben ASM. Das ist das Ding. Das hat kein ASM. Ne, wir bleiben bei der Chimäre. ASM. Nehmen rein. Ja, wir nehmen so eine Semi-Rakete Luft. Und noch einen Lack. Und ich glaube, so können wir gut fahren. Alles klar? Ups. Und ein Lack. Und ein Lack. Ach, jetzt sehe ich's erst. Stimmt. Okay, warte nochmal. Also ASM sind 2 Stück sogar. Dann davon sind's... Oh, Alter. Ach, so ist das. Ach, Mann, ich bin so, ne? So schäl. Leg mich an den Tisch. Alter, ich hoffe, wir können so ein Riesenschiff versenken. Oh, wir haben sogar einen Flugzeugträger, mit dem greifen wir doch nicht an. Shit! Toll, das hat ja super angefangen. Oh shit! Boom. Das war's schon. Ich liebe diese Dinger. Carrier.
This is Captain Woodward of the Cascadian Warship Eminent Domain to all remaining Federation surface vessels. Stand down and egress from this AO at once. Power down your radar and weapon systems and we will cease engagement. This is your only warning. Do not engage. For the lives of your sailors, captains, I'm begging you.
Ich geben sie auf.
What to try, damn it. Engage! Enemies marking line. Break.
Boom! Bitch! Get out the way! Okay. Ich muss die Schiffe wegradieren.
Guns, port side. We need to take out that flagship before it gets a beat on Hitman. Hurry up! That's knocked out. Get the ships that are close together. Use your splash damage if you've got the weapons.
Welches ist denn das Ding ins Schiff? Alter, sind das viele. Ne, wir sparen uns die Raketen auf. Vielleicht muss ich mir die auch mal aufsparen hier. SCS, was ist das? Das ist es nicht. Kommt schon. Geht schon nicht. Oh, sehr schön. Meine Leute schießen noch mal was ab. Was ist denn hier los? Alter, guck mal, geil. Alter, der hat ja schon gut was abbekommen hier. Shit. Was sind denn das für Cruiser? Wo kommen die denn her? Machen wir die erstmal kurz weg. Den da. Den da. Okay, die sind weg. Doch nicht. Holy shit.
Enemy approaching the AO. Aye, Commander.
Nein!
Monarch missile on the way.
Die haben uns einen Träger gekriegt. Nee, ist noch drin. Alter, was kriegt ihr denn ab?
Free to engage. Show them what a wild pack of dogs can do. Oh, he's on his power trip again.
Don't tell me you didn't miss it.
Fick dein Flugzeug.
You're in my sights.
Battleship da hinten.
Ain't going home. If we take a hit. Mikey.
Schlachtschiffe sind doch outdated, Junge.
Stacked up. Shut off. Ground target destroyed. Monarch missile away. Lay into them. Send them all.
Da ist noch einer. Mist.
Kill them all so they may never return. Ground asset destroyed.
Holy shit.
Damage control. We're arming the flooding in sections D and F. Missile away. We will make it back to port. Monarch, you've got a good lock.
Oh shit. Okay, ich mach die erstmal weg.
Enemies on my scope. That battle group is almost toast. Light them up. Burn them down. Hitman, almost all our weapon systems are down. We have fire spreading right behind. Even past the point of no return on flooding. Enemies locking on. Break. Hitman, Fox 2. Aye, Captain. You're on the money.
Boah, Alter. Die werden auch immer größer, oder?
Monarch, enemies locking onto you.
Ja, ja, nix Neues.
Hitman, locked on.
Hey, die hat die Träger gestartet. Das ist ja ein Carrier. War ein Carrier, Entschuldigung. Oh.
All Federation naval forces are capitulating or sinking. Any rebel ships left? Let's start tying the noose.
All ships form around the imminent domain. The Federation had no chance to leave. Begin the blockade.
We are back in business. It's good to have you back, boss. You bet your ass it is.
Alrighty then. Okay.
The noose is beginning to tighten, and the Federation will need some time, if they are at all able, to rally forces in order to break our blockade. It is in this time that we will reclaim Presidia. With our reinforcements having arrived, and with you at the helm, Hitman, victory is assured.
Hitman, Galaxy. I'm glad to see you're still kicking. This last month abroad has been really interesting. Long story short, a good part of the world is knowing where the wind is blowing. And I've got myself an army no one has ever seen before. Mercenaries, freedom fighters, maybe a secret proxy squadron or two from anti-Federation powers. But hey, we're all in it together now. Refit and reload. We'll get back to it soon enough.
We're
Oh,
gonna let the blockade stew for as long as we can as invasion preparations are set. But we've got to move fast on the capital, or they'll be too entrenched. Hitman Team, stand by. May the Dust Mother see us through.
alles klar. Das machen wir mal mit einer frischen Folge, würde ich sagen, oder? Also bis zur nächsten Folge. Project Wingman. Dann aber ist es wirklich das Finale. Haut rein, Leute.